Hello everyone, welcome back to Gemcraft Chasing Shadows. So last time I do remember saying that I had a choice between Hextiles M here and K, and that K had a level we couldn't beat until we get a skill, so this is where we'd go next. Then I double checked after I stopped recording and it wasn't quite right. There is a level up in this direction we can't beat without a skill, but it's not in this hex tile, so we can do this one first, and I do want to do this one first to get a couple skills before we head down this way. So that's what we're going to do. And speaking of skills, let me just double check where we are here. Okay, I think we're going to keep these ones here. I think what I should do now is start boosting the skills here. These ones that are at lower levels. Not to the 20s or anything, but I think we should boost some of those. Like our spell skills should start getting a little better since I'm starting to rely on them a bit more. So beam should definitely go to at least 9. Freeze even I'll bring up to 9, even though it's not as impressive. The decrease in the spell recharge time is not as much as these. These are 1.5 per level. This is 1 per level. I also want to bring mana leeching up to 12 if I can. Then we'll see what we do after that. But we'll start with this going up to 8. I'll leave that here for now. That's what we'll do. And then we'll just jump in and do these levels. There's not really much else to say about it at the moment. We kind of know how things go. I'd say we're done with the early game. We've done all the basic stuff. We've got our most basic skills. We have our setup going forward. So this level really wants me to do everything right up here, apparently, because there's all these towers. I will oblige it, because no matter what, so this is the spot all the paths converge, but if I destroy this nest, this is the spot everything converges, and there's nothing I can do about that, since we have an entrance here and there. So there's not much use in making a lot of stuff up here. We definitely want to do it in this area. So I'm going to turn this tiny area into a big one by putting some walls in strategic spots like so. So now this path is much longer. I think red-purple combo is the best combo for up here. We want to get rid of that armor, and then the chain hit is helpful. So we'll start with some of this, and we'll just throw these around. You know what, I'm just going to red-purple all of these. A lot of gems. Then I'm going to add one down here, which is just mana. And then let's make at least one trap for poison. Do I want to make a chain hit? I think I do. And the way I'm going to do it actually is I'm going to make a grade 2 red-green and then mix it with a pure red-green like this. So I have a grade 3 red-green, but it's 3/4 green, so it's more poison damage, because the chain hit 3.02 is already plenty high. We'll make a level 1, and then enrage the waves as we normally do. I still have a lot of mana left over, so let's upgrade that. Anything else? Let me hold on to the mana I have. I think this is enough to get through these first few waves just fine. So somewhere along the line I want to get rid of these monster nests for the XP, but also I want to make sure this path isn't being used. So let me build a tower here and then set that to structure. Alright, let's upgrade this to 5. Make sure we have at least one really strong gem. Let's upgrade our gem bomb here. Okay, let's get some mana. So my goal, besides beating these levels, is to see if I can hit that 150k mark on the XP in every level. We'll see how successful we are. A couple of these levels are somewhat tricky. In my practice runs, I wasn't consistent in hitting 150k in every level, but there were other levels where I went way over 150, so it'll balance itself out. But it seems like in order to gain at least 2 level ups, I have to hit 150k reliably. Okay, so let's get some of these up. Let's get this up to 3. You know what? Let's bump everything we can up to 3, like so. And then I'm going to make more traps and then just duplicate these gems. Yeah, that should be fine. There we go. Now that's destroyed, so I don't have to worry about anyone coming this direction. So we're going to put a fourth and final trap down here. That should be enough poison traps, I think. Let's do that. This should go up to level 3, our gem bomb, and that's where we'll leave it. Let's destroy these. Okay, let's put a wall there and there. Sounds fair. We should probably make sure we have a nice, powerful gem up here. Easy. Yeah, these will go down really quick. Okay, one more. Set these two. Level 4. I mean, they haven't even got any hits in. It's been a kind of a cakewalk so far, but it will not remain a cakewalk. So let's connect these. Now that the paths have to go through here, I'm actually going to make a couple more towers right here. And we're going to make red cyan and have them attack random enemies, just to start pulling off the regen. It's not going to be much right now. Like, regen right now, 93 is not scary, but pulling off as much as we can so that by the time we get up here with some of the scarier monsters, we don't have to deal with their regen at all. Would be nice. Let's get this up. Let's clear some of these guys out. Yeah, that's better. We're gonna have a lot of giant waves coming in, so let's get you up to 4, get you up to 8. Okay, let's more beam, please. Once again, it should be random if I didn't do that already. Yeah, it suppresses by 118 per minute. That's about what they're doing here, so one hit from any of these guys is enough. Let's do this again. Yeah, this should go up to 9. And we should be fine. Probably should have these at 4. Probably should bump these up to 5. 338, jeez, that's good. Yeah, we're good. Okay, let's upgrade this, and then as soon as we get a moment, we'll bring this to level 10. I should probably start focusing on getting the rest of these gems up to par, but should probably also make the poison gems a little better. Yeah, at least level 5 there. Only 260 damage, but it will hit everybody multiple times. You know what? This is going to go up to 6. I should probably bring it up, actually level 7, in anticipation for endurance mode being a bit annoying. Yeah, almost 1,000 is fine. And chain hit means that I should be wiping out swarmlings for a while. Okay. Only 66,000? Man, that's not a lot in this level. So am I going to get up to 150k? We'll try. We'll see what we do there. So I'm going to bump you up to 8 just because. What's this one? Is it an... Oh, poison damage? But it's really not in a great spot, right? Like, sure, it's got poison on everybody. But that's going to fall off quick. It's not going to be all that useful. Let's get these up. We should probably also start sucking up some more mana. Yeah. I mean, we'll definitely hit 100k. That's not even in any doubt. Can I... Yeah, let's take even more mana. Okay, time to bring out the big guns for a bit. I want to bring this one up. Okay, I just need 69k, which will happen any minute now. Let's get those guys with the shields, maybe. Okay, you should go up to level 11. There we go. Uh-huh. Will I get to a level 12 gem? I don't know if I'll make it there. Actually, it's starting to look like 150k is possible. I just have to not get overwhelmed. You know, maybe I don't enrage waves for a bit. Maybe I just not be able to handle. Let's... How much do they regen? Okay, they regen a lot, so... There. Ah! There we go. So, leveling this up. Definitely cut their regen off at the knees. Yeah, I think we'll make it to 150. I was worried because, like, we ended the level at a much lower number. I didn't know if we'd last long enough, but I think we'll get there. So, it'd be nice to get even higher than that, but I will take 150. Yeah. Alright, let's get some more beam stuff. Alright. Do I want to level these up a bit more as well? Yeah, we're starting to get to the point the giants are just super beefy. 1,000,000 HP. Don't know what we're supposed to do about that. Yeah, just has so many hits, they just don't go down. Yikes. I am being overrun. Yeah. This is the beginning of the end, but hey, we cleared the goal that I was aiming for. I mean, technically I could make a nice level 12 gem here, but I don't think I'll survive long enough to use it. I would combine the 10s and then into at 11 combine those. Which would only be useful if I can, yeah, I'd have to get a freeze spell in and freeze the enemies while I wait for this to survive. But that's just for the prestige of having a level 12 gem. It's not actually going to be super useful here because I lost 2 other gems to get it, so I'm actually going to be weaker here. Okay, we're going to die, but 184,000 is good. Should give me a couple level ups. This is not going to be useful. This might be useful. Let's double check on our talisman here. So that's gone. So 5% of wizard level, 8% of wizard level there. This is initial mana. This is XP gained. It's initial mana. So 14% of wizard level is definitely higher than this. Extra mana for starting waves early is nice, but I think I'd rather have this. And then skills-wise, let's bump beam up to 9. So now we have that where we want it. It's the extra 3 seconds on the duration. So I like to think of the spells like beam. Bolt is a little bit like this, but it's harder to quantify. But spells like this, where you're counting down the charge time, but also counting the spell time, is that we're sort of burning the candle at both ends when we're shortening the time. So on one hand, we are making the wait time shorter by reducing how much time it takes to recharge. But the longer the beam is active, we also reduce our downtime. Downtime here meaning when the beam isn't active and the charge time is we're still waiting for it. So while the beam is active, that's fine. So like if the charge time was 60 seconds, but the beam time was 60 seconds, we could theoretically have a beam active all the time. And if we get this up to a high enough level, we could actually have that where the charge time is less than or equal to the amount of time the beam will last. That'll take a while. Right now the beam would be 15 seconds. The charge time minus 13.5% is like 10 seconds less, so 65 seconds, 15-second beam means our downtime is only 50 seconds as opposed to like 60 something. So it's something I'm keeping an eye on, because if I can get to the point where beam is always active, then I can always be gaining mana or whatever it is I want. Let's throw a couple into freeze. You know what? Before I throw into freeze, I want to throw one on the mana leeching. I just want more of that. And then we'll go to the next level and see what we get from here. Second verse, same as the first. Oh, hey, this is a compass level. So let's do the compass here and see which one changed. See if you notice. Okay, I noticed which one changed. It looks like it went further away. Hold on. Start battle. Yeah, it's this middle one, and I need it to be, I think, oops, hold on, don't restart without testing it. This should be, yeah, this is the opposite direction of where we want it to be. So we're going to flip it to be north. Just double check. Yes, we have this arranged. This is our second. Even though there are 3 apparently compasses aligned, one of them just started aligned. So we've aligned 2 of them. And the way the compasses arrange themselves actually in order from left to right is in order from left to right on the map screen. So this is apparently the 4th one over on the map. And the one we did in E3, I believe, is the 2nd one over on the map. So there is one to the left of it we haven't seen. And there's one in between E3 and this level, K2. Okay. So I blocked that path and this path. So they gotta go around. I don't know why I care about them going around here. And then we're going to make this the path, block this one. Traps. No more space for traps. These traps are bait. There's nothing I want to put here. Like what? Poison's not useful. They're already here. They're going to get to the orb. Armor tearing. They should already have their armor torn off so I can kill them. Mana leeching. A little late for that. And I'm going to put that in a tower with a beam spell on it. So let's just drop some towers. What I'll actually do is slow. Let's do blue-purple, slow and armor tearing here. The slowing is not that much, like it's 9%. And the time is good, 3.2 seconds. It's nice to have that time up high because of our other skills, but it's just important to slow them a little bit so you get more hits. That's really all it's about. Let's make one for the mana leeching here, and then we'll make some. We can't do a mix of chain hits, it's just pure poison gems. Let's upgrade a couple gems here. This should get us through the beginning of the match. Okay, we have enough to level this. Okay, level up our bomb. Alright, now we have enough to duplicate. I'm going to duplicate this, set it to structure. Let's take care of the mana shards. And then when it's done, we'll mix it in with a gem somewhere down here. Let's get some mana now with our gem. Uh-oh, Spectre coming already. I'm gonna take care of this guy at all? Yeah, okay, cool. These poison traps should be a little stronger, I think. Level 7 gem ought to be good enough. Sound about right? Yeah, I think we're doing okay. How much left? Still got a lot left in those mana shards. It seems to be going well so far. I'm not really thinking too hard about what I'm doing, so usually a good sign. I don't know why I'm doing this chain like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but it's fun. 18% slow is still not... 18% is not terrible. I think it's noticeable at 18%, but not very noticeable. As long as it gives me 1 or 2 extra hits, it's good enough for me. Oh, another mana shard down there. Okay. I'll take it. Maybe I'm doing too much here. We'll see. This is done, so I'm actually going to send it over here and attack this structure there. It should take care of it pretty quick. And then attack this one. Just give us some extra XP, buddy. Okay. Maybe I'm overwhelming myself here. Maybe I put too many enemies in the field. If I... Here. Let's mix there. Nearest to orb. Let's bring that up. Cool. Yeah, we made it. We're fine. Bring that up to 8. Bring that up to 8. Yeah, we should have a good amount of shots per second on the trap with the beam spell on it. And there. Hey, we made it without the orb getting hit. Okay, we're closer to 150k. It makes me think we can get there better, but we'll see. Beam spell goes in there. Alright. Get rid of those shields, baby. A little more, I think we can get to a level 11 gem without too much fuss. How much do these guys have? 112,000 is not bad on giants. It's when they start having those million HPs that I really am not going to be able to make it. Okay. Level 11 gem. How much is slow? 24% slow is a good amount of slow. 173 armor per hit. They're coming in with about 1,000 armor. How much are they getting to here by? 600? Ooh boy. Okay, we'll make it to 150. It looks like we're gonna hit that goal at least. But giants are already at 1.5 million HP. Man, there's just not much I can do about that unless I have access to some way to really do a lot of damage. Okay, okay. Man, slowing them down is doing nothing. They're still going really fast. Well, at least we hit the 150k mark, but now there's really not much we can do at that point. Should give us a couple levels, maybe? Nah. Yeah. Okay. Didn't get talisman. Skills-wise, we should be able to bump freeze up a bit. 3 more. That's fine. Level 6. I'd love to get this to 9. Is it? Well, we'll see if it's worth it. And we'll jump into K3. Why not? There's really not much else to do. We're just kind of doing levels now. Let's actually see where our charge time is. Freeze 65.8 seconds, so not even 5 seconds removed from the charge time of that. This is down to 56. This is down to 64. Yeah, this is already faster than this freeze spell. Jeez. Ruined Ensnaring Socket. This does nothing. It's a neat little thing. Ruined Ensnaring Node. Discharges damages a nearby monster when charged. Have frozen monsters nearby to charge. So if we freeze monsters around this, it'll charge up to 100%. Once it hits 100%, it's going to send out like a lightning attack that damages one nearby monster. I thought it hit a lot of them. But it's going to damage a nearby monster, and then the charge is going to go away. So it's not really that useful. If we charge these up just in the course of normal gameplay, it's fine, but I'm not going to aim to get these charged up. It's really not going to make a difference. But I guess they're here. That's all we can say to that. Let's block this path here, because this is longer than that. This upper path is shorter, so we're going to block it. And then I'm going to block this path. Everyone's going to go down this way. Does it really matter over there? Maybe. Let's get a critical hit gem toward the end. And then I want to do some red-purple. That's always a great combo. Just get that armor out of here. And then we do want an orange. I'm going to put orange gem there. Red-green is going to be our gem in the trap, like we did last time. Let's get a few more red-purple. Let's upgrade some of them. And this one up to 4. I didn't bomb any of these. That's fine. Whatever. We'll just have no enraged waves for just a bit. And then now we'll do that. And I'll have, just in case anyone gets through, this one's strong enough. Should be able to take down any of the enemies. It's got a pretty good chance to deal a critical hit as well. And then we will start sucking the mana up. I think I want another trap. We're going to duplicate that gem there. Should probably start doing this. Duplicate, have 2 poison traps. You know, let's have another poison trap. Ought to be enough. And then upgrade it several times, so this should take care of our little guys. Alright. hits one, kills one. I'm upgrading way before I need it, but want to stay ahead of these enemies. You should be upgraded here. You know what? You should be upgraded too. Eventually, this guy's going to start attacking, but not yet. Alright, hopefully I don't overwhelm myself with the amount I'm enraging, but how many waves we got? 52? It's a bit longer than the previous levels, I think. Alright, that should be fine. Yeah, we're doing alright. We're doing alright. It's gonna start reaching. If I give it the bolt spell, yeah, it will. Let's upgrade this one. I like going to level 7 because of our poison skill. If we remember, that means that we add an extra 15% to the component power, so level 7 traps. So we're throwing in 3,000 damage from traps. That's going to kill every enemy, except the ones that don't get hit with the traps, which right now is not very many. Then we can start upgrading our other gems. Alright, you can attack special entities, because you'll start to get that guy as soon as he wanders into range. There we are. Okay, now these gems got to start getting upgraded because guys are breaking through. Neat. I'm gonna kill an apparition there. Sure. Let's go to 9. Oh, that's an achievement. Okay. Yeah, we're doing fine. These guys are going to drop beacons. That's going to be annoying. Hopefully they don't drop them like right next to the gems or way over here, giving him stuff I can't do anything about. But hey, let's grab that. Should be able to actually upgrade all of these to level 8. Yeah, so far so good. Still a bit scary there, so... Hey, there we go. There's some beacons. This one's annoying because it's going to make them faster. This is annoying, but it's... No monsters are ever going to be close enough to it to receive the benefit, I don't think. Alright, that's annoying. That one needs to go. But it will. There we go. 150k is definitely possible here. Let's see if we can even get up to 200. I don't know if we'll make it to 200, but that'd be nice to reach. Let's actually clear that out now. Oops, that's the one, not the one I wanted. There we go. Beacons are done, except for this one and that one, which don't matter so much. Huh. Yeah, it's gonna make them faster. That's going to irritate me. But it's nice to have something at level 11. Another beacon guy? Come on, man. I just got rid of those. Alright, well. We cleared the goal. That is fine with me. Let's bump all of these up to 8 at least. Which is 11.12. Yeah, we're well on the way. Let's get you up to 9. Where's the beacon? These are the beacon guys. How much HP? 300,000. Jeez. At least I got critical hit gems here to take care of him. Oh my gosh, they're going to be so fast. Oh, the speed goes down after some time. Okay, that's fine. Another set of beacon guys. What are you doing to me? And 4 million HP. Are you... Okay, well, these guys just might take me out by themselves. Alright, let's... Oof. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, they're so fast. I'm gonna hold on to all this mana just to lose it here. Oh dear. Yeah, because if I get up to like make a nice pure grade, I could also just make a pure grade 10 right here and then upgrade it and then do a combo thing. This might actually be a little better, and then upgrade this one when I have the chance, rather than wait till I get to 139,000 to upgrade this one gem. Because critical hit is about the only thing I think is going to reliably get me through these giants. They just have so much HP, I need to do a lot of damage to them with every shot. And it doesn't seem to be working at all, so there's that. But hey, we're way above the expectation here, which is fine. Oh my gosh, how much? 4 million, man. I'm not going to kill these guys. It's not going to happen. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, beginning of the end. We're going to start losing here. Not a heck of a lot I can do. Yeah, well, not even 250k, but that is certainly higher than what I expected coming into this level. What do we say here? This is one of the places where the Forgotten was entrapped. So far, we captured her 6 times in 6 nearby locations. She always headed toward the Spirit Forge. Ah yes, I remember. That's the plot. The plot of the game what we are playing. We're looking for the Spirit Forge because that's where the Forgotten is headed. And so we need to entrap... So we use the ensnaring nodes, I guess, to entrap the Forgotten. So that happened in the past. This is a spot where it happened, and it's done, so that's why we can't do it again. Initial mana. Alright, almost to the next level. Look at that. Let's keep going. Let's make this a nice long... Initial mana? Can I get more than initial? No, this is going to be worthless. Skills-wise, we should be able to get... Okay, we're at level 8 here. Let's hold off. But we do have a vision field, so let's jump in there. 99 waves, baby. And we've been here. Ooh, we start with a lot of mana on this one. Now we have a regular ensnaring socket with a socketed Gem of Eternity. Charge all the ensnaring nodes to activate. So this time when you charge an ensnaring node, it stays charged. So we need to hit all 5 to win. Now there's 99 waves. You'd think, oh, just beat wave 99. I don't recall 100% because I've beaten this level without getting to 99 every time. I think the Forgotten shows up at wave 99 and you can't kill her. She just goes to your orb and kills you. So you do need to get all of these done by the end of the level. I've been pretty reliably finishing before wave 70, so we'll see how we do now. So the first thing we do is we're going to make a really, really powerful critical hit gem. I'm going to block this path, and I'm going to now force everyone I can around this corner, because this will be the hardest one to get. It's the furthest out of the way of all these paths. So if I block here, everyone's got to come around there. I'm going to enrage waves. I want more monsters. More monsters means faster charging, because the more frozen monsters you have, the faster these charge. Let's get another critical hit gem, this time level 5. And I'm also going to put a poison gem, level 4, I guess, right here. Because what this will be used for, can attack randomly. Instead of making traps, which I can make. Oh, I can also make amplifiers. Ooh, I did this wrong. Look at the spacing of this. Oh well, I'll figure it out. I might do amplifiers. I don't know how useful that's going to be, but there definitely could be one there with a... I'm going to put critical hit gem in it. I don't need this one to do more damage so much as have more fire rate. Actually, no. I do want it to be... Let's do it this way. I actually want this, because what this is going to do is attack randomly. The beam spell I see up here is going to go into this gem, and randomly it's going to hit all the monsters, get all of them poisoned very, very quickly. I don't think it's as good as having a trap, which is always there, doesn't require the use of a spell. But if you don't have a super reliable setup here, then this certainly is the next best thing. Let's try this setup here. It's going to take a while before our freeze is ready to go. Let's get these ready. Let's upgrade this. So we've got a little bit extra range and shots. It's fine. 1 extra poison damage. Woo! Alright. So once we start wanting to use this freeze spell, I want to like enrage waves a lot and send them early. So we get a bunch of waves at once, which will get a huge clump of enemies in one spot. So not quite yet. I'm going to get the freeze a little bit more charged. Here we go. Send this, and then send 3 right here. So this obviously is going to overwhelm us a bit. Yeah, I actually don't want to build traps here because I want enemies to survive all the way up to here, which will help more if I get overwhelmed. So I'm looking up in this direction here for some overwhelmness. Right there. So you see how quick it's charging here. I mean, it's not the quickest thing in the universe, but it's quick enough. And I also want to see if I can get this one charged early, because it's going to be the hardest one to charge, or the second hardest. This one's the furthest away, but it's going to be harder to charge because we're killing enemies here. There we go. Alright, now I got to watch out because we are going to overwhelm ourselves right here. So I do want to make sure we're not too bad. Let's clear some of these guys out. Yeah, see how it's just everyone's getting poisoned? We're doing good. We're going to have a big group coming through here. And then we're going to... like this. And... there we go. Here we go. Yeah, it didn't really get much charge there, did it? It was worth a shot. Yeah, this one takes a while, just because of that. Let's send as many of those as we can, and then okay. Let's bump you and you up. Charge. Let's put another guy in. There. Extra fire rate is always good to have. You know what? I kind of want the stronger one there. Let's now send a bunch more waves. So we should have a huge group right around here again. There, like so. Yeah, this one's charged, this one's getting there, and then we're going to have big groups around here. And then also in this area. Let's clear these out for a second. And go. So we'll... Nope, not yet. Ah, shoot, that was dumb. Not yet. Get it as much as we can, and now... There. Upgrade. Okay. Almost ready again. How did we go? 43% is fine. These ones here to charge, I'm just gonna, freeze the enemies. Don't have to worry about it. But with this one, it's because the gems are attacking. If I freeze and then kill all the guys, I'm not gonna charge anything. So I need to watch out. All right, here's another stretch of Reavers we can enrage. Uh-huh. All right. And now, this is risky, but we're going to do it. 4 waves worth at once. Then I'll do this. Let you level up to level 7. It's a little bit to range, not much. If we upgrade these, it'll be better. Okay, here we go. That's what we're talking about. But we actually kind of want that group down here. And there. That's really charging it up. Okay, then we're going to get another group in here. Boom. And here we go. How are we there? 68%? Okay, that's better. That's better. Alright, how are we? 79%, 39%. This one's got a little bit of charge too. That's pretty good. Alright, let's level you up to 9. Alright, any second we're going to send all of these. Well, maybe not all of them. We'll send these 2 right now. And then we'll send 3. Yeah, this group here should be enough. They're still spread out a bit more than I'd like here. But we could take this as well. And then 92%. So I think one more time around there. Oh, no, we got it. So we don't have to worry about that one anymore. There's that. Okay, so we got to wait for the freeze to charge up again. But hey, we got 3 out of 5, and we're only at wave 47. We're doing really good. Alright, let's use this. Clear enemies out. There we are. Okay, I got a freeze spell ready, so here we go. I want to put them in between these 2. This one's pretty close to charged. Let's see here. I think... Well, let's get to the next mana pool level and then upgrade this guy. Here, this should be fine. Sending 3 waves. How are we doing? This one's close. Will this one get there before they unfreeze? Be nice if it did. It's looking like it won't, though. Yeah, it won't. Ah, it's so close. That's alright. We'll still be fine. We'll have another level 9 gem. Okay. We got a freeze spell ready to go. Don't think I need to send any more early waves. I just need to send... It's going to be more in this spot than it will be here. So let's wait for this group to come through. And there. Because this will just do it. And then this one will. Probably on the next freeze. Yeah, it's looking like the next freeze will get them. And we're almost there. How much do you need? Just a bit. Let me get a little bit more crowded in there. There. And we're done. Not even 2/3 of the way through the level. That's pretty good. My record is wave 50, but that required a lot of luck to be done by then. Otherwise, 70 is a pretty good benchmark. Pretty high amount of XP for a vision field. So yeah, we just relived one of the battles in which we imprisoned the Forgotten. Skills, 13 skills will let us bring... Okay, so now we have our spells kind of where I want them to be. Let's start bringing up the Mana Leech until we get it to level 12. I'm going to keep going. It's been a little while, but I want to finish off this Hextile. So let's head into K4 and see what we can do. Okay, well, there's a lot of paths here. So we have some beam locks and shot locks. Let's see. First off, I want to block this kind of stuff. Let's block with towers here. And then block this with the tower, but then block this with the wall, because once this is destroyed, I don't want this to become a path. So block, 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 and block that, and then block that. So that's the basic path. They have to come in through this direction. Let's enrage the waves just a little. And then it's going to be orange-purple, I think is going to be the main type of thing we have. I'm going to have a regular orange here, because we'll eventually funnel some enemies around this way. There needs to be something here to attack this beam lock. And then I want to put a tower there here. So this guy I think should be at level 4. We'll start here. I'm not going to worry too much, even though there's a lot here. We do have 56 waves to get it done in. I'm going to build structure, right? Yeah. And then same structure. So these will attack. This will eventually be upgraded enough to attack out here. Okay, let's see if I didn't screw myself over a little bit. I do also want a trap there. So we'll get a poison gem of the trap here. This should go structure as well, because it's not going to attack the beam lock except with beam. These should both be structure. They're going to attack the regular enemies, but also attack structure once I have the beam active. Okay, I need this to be upgraded. Yeah, I'm going to worry about this if I don't have these guys upgraded. Beam here, he's going to attack. I need to make sure that these are ready to destroy my enemies before I do much else. You should go up. I definitely need a guy here. Oops, I should be attacking. Here's to orb. You should be up. You still attack structure. Okay. I can go up. Upgrade you to level 5. Upgrade you to level 3. Alright, I gotta be careful here. I also know this level happens to have a shadow in it, at least every time I played it except once. One time the shadow didn't show up. We've only seen the shadow so far in the vision field, but this is like the first level we'll see it as a regular thing. And provided I'm ahead of the game, I know what I'm doing, the shadow is actually much easier to take care of in a regular level than it is in a vision field, because we have a lot more resources to get rid of it. Alright, let's make sure we have level 6. You should be up. I don't want anything at level 2 right now. Let's have you attack. We're going to need to use 3 beam spells here. Nope, not quite enough. Let's go to 4. Let's go to 6. Okay, so we're doing alright. Let's have this be attacked. Let's actually block here, I realized, because once these are gone, yeah, we don't want enemies going through there. Actually, no, not there. We want them to be able to go through that. Sorry, that was dumb. Once this is destroyed, I'll block this spot, I guess. So they have to go this... No, actually, having them go all the way around would be great. What am I thinking? So that was a waste of a bomb. Let's get this up to level 4 and then duplicate it. Put 2 poison traps. And then this should be here. This should now attack nearest orb. This one's going to attack beam lock. Alright, I want to get this up to level 8 as soon as I can. It's going to be tricky right now because I'm not getting enough mana. Almost. This will take care of the beam lock. There we go. Up. There we go. This is going to attack nearest to orb. And now the beams can go on the mana leeching gem. Let's upgrade these. This guy still can't reach, but that's okay. We'll get there soon. Let's go to level 6. You should be able to reach him now. Eventually I'll have them suppress the healing. That's what they're there for, but not yet. I need to get rid of these first. Now this will reach far enough. Go to level 5. Okay, so this can go up to 7. And let's start. Start with that mana leeching. So the shadow should be here any minute now. And we'll be able to take care of him because this guy, if the shadow gets anywhere near him and we put the bolt on, he's done. There he is. Anyone who can reach him, take care of him, please. Yeah, he gains a lot more armor per minute in this level, but we have armor-tearing gems, so we can just clip that armor off him eventually. Alright, he's staying really far away, which means this is the only guy attacking him right now, and he's pretty weak. He's also leeching those. That's annoying. At least they're weak. Alright, how far away is he? He's a little far away. Yeah, I can't really hit him with any of the guys here. This should be upgraded. This should be upgraded. That should be upgraded. Man. Okay, that's annoying. Drop somewhere closer, please. That is still pretty far away. It's alright. He's not doing any like significant damage to me, so I'm not worried about that right now. Okay, that's just too far away to do anything. Okay, let's block. Now everyone's got to go buy that mana leeching gem. Alright, that's good. Now we can actually hit him with somebody. Don't want to forget about this. Okay, now go over here, please. Oh my god. Alright, fine. The minute he goes over here, he's toast, so that's for sure. Dang, this is annoying. Okay. Well, at least we have the means to keep him from really harming the orb. It's just that he's going to annoy us to death. Man, this is the first time I've had him never come this way. That's really annoying. Yep, he's going down here again. He's not going to be in reach. It's really irritating. And I gotta deal with another Spectre too, huh? Ah, here we go. Alright, here. Get him. Don't fly away, please. Stay in spot. Oh, man, he's gone. Alright. Alright, stay here, stay here. Yeah, see how quickly he goes down if he just stays next to that high-level orb. There you go. Alright, well, I've done most of it. He comes over here again. That should be enough. Let's bring that. Alright, let's take care of those. Here we go. I can't click on him. I can't click on him. Hey man, I can't click. God damn it, are you fucking kidding me? The whole point is click on him so that the guys target him. I literally could not click on him. Alright, this guy's almost done. Alright, there we go. Alright, he's done. Nope, he did the thing again. Alright, now he's over there. I can't reach him. This is ridiculous. Like, every other time I played this level, 2-3 waves in, he was gone. This time he has specifically gone out of his way to be unreachable. Click on him, please. Thank you. He's dead. Alright. Alright. Alright, this is finished. Let me leech the mana from the shards here, though. That's what he's doing here, and then a few more shots will be fine. And upgrade you guys. How close? Almost done. Okay, we should be good. All of them are destroyed. Great. Yeah, keep on harvesting from there, please. Ooh. Let's get this upgraded as soon as I can. You know what? Have them all go that way. That should be good. We should be able to make it through now. It's a little crowded here. Okay, this should be able to go up to level 9. A little worrisome here. I think if I can just get a little bit here. Bolt spell's gonna help, and then the freeze spell would definitely help if that was active. Thank you. Ooh boy, I think I might have over-enraged waves, because I'm definitely struggling here. Yeah, they made it to the orb. Which means that XP is going to be cut in the endurance mode, but I'm close enough to 150k, I think I'll make it there. Man, these guys are really strong. What's going on? Okay, we're fine. Okay. Let's see if we can get to 200,000. It might not happen. We'll see. It was a shadow, a demon of the highest rank, child and avatar of the Forgotten. This was a weak one, probably sent by her to scout around. I must be prepared to meet much more powerful shadows as I go forward. And so now the Forgotten knows that I'm still alive and after her. Alright, fine. A lot of shadow cores, though. So this is different. Instead of getting a battle trait, we got a battle difficulty scroll. Which I'm not going to use anytime soon, but I'll show you what it does in a minute. So we got some hextiles, we got some more levels. Alright, 200,000 is the goal. Let's see if we can get there. I'm not expecting that at all, so. Yeah, let's actually say hit random guys. You know what? You should be a little closer. randomness. Let's get the poison traps up a little higher. I should be doing, yeah, that. And then you should be there. And everybody's at least level 8. That's good. You know what? Let's put another... not there, actually. It would be more like here. 10,000 there. Have this. Faster reloading speed. Okay. Well, 150k was reached for sure. I don't know how we're going to do after this. Okay, we might not get up any higher than what we've got. This might be it. Oh dear, giant waves, about 1,000,000 HP per giant wave. That is no fun. Okay, so let's get this happening. Okay, there's a chance. I mean, they all basically don't have any regen, but they're still not being killed fast enough. Yeah, this is probably where we end things. Wrong button. Okay. I'll take 175k. Okay, skills-wise, can we go up? We can go up one more. Okay, fine. I'll take it. Level 10. And we'll head up to K5, which gives us the pool-bound gem. That's nice. New difficulty level. So that's what this is, the glaring difficulty. We've always been on looming difficulty. Haven't really talked about it because it's the only one. At glaring difficulty, a lot can happen if we went up here. Plus 40 first wave HP. So the first wave HP is 66 here, so it doesn't quite double. But if we went to a level that did start with 40, for instance, somewhere around here, it would essentially double the HP at the start, which means it would be double the HP at the end, because HP increases by a percentage of the previous wave. Increases first wave armor, and the armor, I think, also goes up per wave, but I don't remember how much by. 10% HP regeneration, more hit point increment per wave, jeez. 25% armor level increment, there it is, yeah. Monster ability power increment per wave, so if they have buffs, banishment mana cost goes up, 10% extra monsters, 50% number of waves. So right now this is sitting at 54 waves. If I went to glaring, it would be 75 waves. That's not 50%. Okay, what it is, it increases by 50% and then it adds waves for these. So it's 50% of the base waves plus the battle traits. 3 times Monster Nest and Beacon HP. That is great. However, 50% extra base XP multiplier and 70% XP multiplier per trait per level. So from 4.6 to 9.9 XP multiplier, because each of these is giving 70 instead of 30. So the point of doing higher difficulty, aside from showing off and getting all the girls, is to get a lot more XP. So at some point, not right now, not in the next video, I'm going to start going back to older levels and beating them on glaring difficulty, so I can really boost my XP, get even stronger. Because if I went to this level on glaring, I'd probably lose. I'm set up so that I'm comfortably winning every level, but not so much that if I increased it by this much difficulty, I'd still win. But if I get, if I play those early levels and get my XP up, then I could potentially play these levels at glaring and beat them. Also, beating a level on glaring gives a permanent one-time reward of 3 skill points, so another reason why you'd want to go back and do every level at glaring. So I'm just going to do it at looming. That's how we're going to do this. At some point we'll hit glaring, but not yet. That is too hard. I'm a baby. So let's see. Definitely block a path. Then, since there's multiple entrances, can't really block everything. So I guess what we're going to do is make one long path this way. Now, we have the pool bound. So here's my trick. We're going to duplicate these. We're going to have 3. We're going to level 1 chain, and then I want one that's a mana leech, one that's critical hit, and one that's armor tearing. So we're going to mix these up like so. So now we have mixed triple gems that don't cost more than the base, because they're the grade 3 is still made up of constituent grade 1 parts, only 4 of them. 2 of them are pool bound, the other 2 are split between chain and the special ability I want to actually use. I do start at level 5, so the pool bound does start somewhere, but I think get pool bound up to level 10 or 11 by the end of this level, which will make these much stronger. So mana, I think, is going to go first. Then armor tearing, then critical hit at the back. So we want a second armor tearing gem. And let's start getting our poison gems out. We're going to put, you know what, let's do this. Put poison in there, and we'll do our trick again where we make a chain hit. And then we'll see, I can make one more of those right now. Let's sit here. Alright. Goal is to make multiple of these traps right now. One more. Like so. There we go. A lot of giant waves. Oh my gosh. Alright, so let's upgrade level 4. You know what? You can go level 4 as well and start leeching mana. It's not a lot. It's only 0.52. That'll go higher as the level goes on, of course, and as I upgrade this gem. Man, if only it was Bloodbound, I'd be really happy with the beam spell on this, but unfortunately, no. Let's bring this to 5. Ah, beacons, are you kidding me? Okay, fine. That's just the worst one. Uh-huh. I think we'll be good here. Yeah, we're fine. 11% chance is not super great. How many waves got? 54? Okay. Why is it yellow? Okay, fine. Let's get some more mana. These should be up. Mana, and then I'll start upgrading these traps, because these traps are woefully insufficient right now. They need to be up at level 7 at least. There we are. How about this? Oh, a beacon way over there does nothing. Okay, cool. Let's start really powering these enemy waves up. Let's attack structure for a second. Let's get rid of that beacon. I don't like it being there. That's gonna cleanse enemies of things. Let's get these upgraded. Nearest orb. Ah, that's a bad spot for that. Okay, fine. Okay, beam. Is it level 7 yet? Yeah, level 7. That's what I want that to be. Yeah, okay. Man, these guys are tough here. Well, I think we're in a good spot here. Alright, 1.83 mana per hit. Yeah, this is just annoying to deal with. At least upgrade a couple of these. Yeah. Alright, this level, what do we got? 22% chance. Still not like the most amazing, but the chain hit on it is really what's going to be fantastic. Okay, level 7, level 6. All these should be at level 7. These should be at least at level 6. Alright. Yeah, the pool bound's not doing a whole lot until I get to a really high gem level like this one. Let's keep it going. There we are. Level 10? Yeah, that's good. Fine. Bring that up. Let's leech some mana, shall we? Let's upgrade leech more mana. How much now? 4.28? That's fine. Okay, we're pretty safe. Pretty safely through this level. What's in the drop holder? Oh, he didn't check. Alright, we'll do it again. Almost level 11? We'll get level 11. That'll happen. There we go. 1.76. I think I need that gem to be a higher level, though. Alright, let's see if we can get 150k on this guy. 69,000 is what I'd like. Alright, attack that drop holder, please. Thank you. Start off with a nice giant wave to get everyone's appetite whetted. Alright, level 11. What do we got here? 1.89 pool bound? Okay. Probably not going to get to level 12 on the mana thing there. That would require pretty big mana gain here without dying. We'll see how we do. These should probably be at higher levels too. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Oh well, it's still early enough that boosting giant waves isn't too dangerous. Ah, beacons. Poison damage, and it goes in a terrible arc. Like, it deals poison damage this way, that's too late. Poison damage needs to be dealt early, if at all. How about bring these traps up a bit? Hey, we hit our goal, so let's see how much higher we can go. These should probably be up too. Yeah. Let's go here. We should probably have these traps attack whoever's got the least hit points. Man, these guys are fast as hell. What the hell? You know what? I'm not enraging any more waves. They're already too fast. Oh, man. Got a haste beacon. Get rid of that. Oh, it's got so much HP, too. What the heck? That's not doing anything. Alright, well, this can be upgraded now. So now what I'm going to do is make a duplicate one of these. And we're going to drop it here and there. And we're going to bump these as high as we can go for now. Are we there? Yeah. Okay, let's get some more mana. If I can get this up to level 12, I think that'll be good. It won't save us. Hey, we're way above where I expected to be. That's good. Man, these beacons are annoying. Upgrade that. Okay, I would need both of these to be at level 10 though before I could merge and make a level 12 gem. Yeah, like all of these gems attacking, like barely chipping away at this guy's HP. Critical hits are helping, but let's throw a bolt spell on top of it. Man, that seems to be one of the biggest hurdles in surviving endless mode, is these giants just get way too strong. Like, you gotta be kidding me with this. Yeah, we're just gonna have to let him go by. There's nothing we can do. There's so many of them, and they're so strong. Like this field is almost entirely giants. Let me at least get as much XP as I can out of this while we're being overwhelmed. Yeah. Seems like we're gonna die soon, but getting almost 300,000 XP is good. Ooh, this video is going on for a while, but you know what? I don't care. Let's see, skills-wise, we should be able to go up to 12, and that's the goal I wanted to hit. 12 here, 9 in all these spells. After the next level, because I saw another one appear, we'll probably up Masonry a bit. Just a bit. If I get this up to, say, 13, look, has negative 104 to initial building mana cost. That's allowed. It just means the initial cost goes under 0. Doesn't mean we get mana back. If it's under 0, then it just is free. But think of it this way, like if the first tower were to cost negative 30, after building it, it's free. The next tower would cost 30 more than that, which is also 0. So that would be a free tower. So by, boosting this super high, you give yourself multiple free buildings out of the gate. So right now we're starting with cheap buildings, but if I can get to 13, I start with 1 free tower, 1 free trap, I think one free wall. I don't know exactly how many, but walls are a little different because they're so cheap. But that's a good place to be. Tome chamber location. Finally, we get a new skill. I already know I don't like how this is set up to do this because it's going to crowd everything right around here to open the tome chamber. But we'll give it a shot. I'm going to block these with towers. And block these with towers, and that with towers, and that, and that, and that. Okay, let's block. Let's make sure enemies come through this area here so that they can get hit even here. Let's block there. So now enemies got to come around this way. And we're doing all our damage in here at the moment. So let's have a regular thing. Let's get one of these. And in fact, let's get some of this going at a trap. Just kind of have our basics. Blue, purple's fine to slow guys down, but otherwise doesn't matter. So let's upgrade. Let's start with that. See if this is enough. We're going to need to put a few more gems down. But I think this will at least get us started. Alright. Because what we need to do is kill frozen swarmlings. At least it's a relatively small number of them, but this is going to be kind of annoying. Let's actually send a bunch of them. Let's get this. Get this. Yeah, it's kind of annoying they sent all those swarmlings early, because now we got to figure out a way to deal with them before we've really built up our setup here. Whatever, I think we'll be fine. There are swarmlings in this mess here. Let's let them go a little bit until we... Here. Swarmlings there. And then more swarmlings. That already took us way down. That's actually great. Let's just attack regular enemies for a bit here, please. Oh no, they're already reaching the orb. Yeah, that's annoying. See, yeah, that's what I don't like about this particular setup, is it's so crowded in here. I really can't do much. I don't have another frozen spell ready to go. That is alright, we'll get more swarmlings down here. Alright, let's upgrade what we got. Here. Spectre's gone. Alright, wait for those good old swarmlings to appear. Just need some stronger gems over here. Whatever, I just need to clear these guys out. Alright, I'll need a few more frozen swarmlings, so we should have this in the bag in just a moment. And then I can spread these gems out, so it's actually a lot easier to survive this level. There we go. So, we're going to put a tower there. That's where you're going to go. Put a tower here. Put a tower... Okay, there. That's where we're going to put this. can start clearing enemies out there. And then actually bring this over there. Actually, hold on, let's put the traps a little bit further back. That should help us out. So we don't have to try to do all of our damage in one spot. There. And now I'm just gonna have a bunch of these, but we're really gonna focus on that. Gem. We should here. Okay, this is a better set. I mean, I got a lot of gems down here just because I have the towers for it, but a little bit of extra slowdown. Let's have these ones that are just, well, this one can attack and destroy, but these other guys just randomly attacking. The weaker ones, just slowing down random guys a little bit. It's only like 13% slower. Let's get these upgraded. Yeah. Okay, not my favorite level at all, but I mean, it wouldn't be that difficult if I wasn't trying to open the tome chamber, but trying to open the tome chamber, fellas. Should be a higher level. Oh, let's get this. Let's upgrade. Couple level 8 gems there. Yeah, that's enough poison damage, probably. There. Let's see. Alright, let's bring you up to level 9. Let's see. This isn't too bad. Burns a lot of mana, but we're going to kill him. They're not going to reach the orb. Not if I got anything to say about it. And kill 95 frozen monsters while it's snowing? Great, amazing. I did that on purpose. Oh. Here, let's clear these guys out. These guys are pretty strong giants, I would say. They have a lot of hit points. Alright. Wow. And they burn a lot of mana. Yeah, I guess I wasn't killing them. They were just way too strong. Dang. I didn't deal with this in my practice runs. I didn't have giants this strong. Like, not having critical or chain hit is also really hurting me in this particular case. They're just really strong guys. How much... What's going on making them as strong as they are? Yeah, like I'm doing nothing to them. All right. Thank you. I guess I just got very unlucky with the markings on these guys. I did not deal with this. I was able to win with this setup quite easily in previous runs. Well, let's see how much more we can squeeze out of this. I have a feeling it's going to be a pretty low number if that was enough to just completely wipe us out. Okay, so far so good here. Let's get some. Well, even 150k is looking slightly out of reach here. Yeah. Ah, oh well. Strange. And we got a new skill, which is going to be useless. How many? 160. We're so close to being able to reset our achievements. So the skill we got is the slow gem. And I'm not going to be putting points in it, because look, it just says 4% longer slowing gem effect. These are just percent higher component power. The component power doesn't go up. It also doesn't go up from the true colors. There is no way to increase the component power of a slow gem except by upgrading the gem in the battle. So it seems like there's a cap on what you can do with your slowing. And at a certain point, adding extra time isn't doing anything for me, especially if I'm hitting the enemy multiple times. It's just like the enemy's already slowed down. I can't slow him down anymore, and if that's not enough, it's not enough. Adding extra time does nothing. So the only way this could potentially be useful is if I'm in a scenario where I'm just dealing with enemies that I can't hit enough times, and I would need to slow them down. But that's usually because the enemy is going blazing fast, and the only way to stop them going blazing fast is to slow them down a significant portion rather than a significant amount of time. And the only way, again, to get to that portion is to upgrade the gem, not upgrade the skill. So I do not foresee ever putting points into slow. What's nice is I now have access to the slowing gem in every level, but I don't care about upgrading the gem. If I could upgrade the slowing percentage, then sure. Yeah, I get that there's a hard cap, like you can't slow down past 99% because then the enemy comes to a dead stop and it basically it's infinite kills. Like you can't the enemy can't win. You just infinitely win because you just stop all the enemies in place until they're dead. So I get it. There has to be a hard cap, but the fact that I can't start low-level gems at a higher slowing percentage means that these are useless unless I was able to get like level 12 slowing gems just at the snap of a finger, and I'm not. So that's going to stay where it is, and I'm going to bump masonry up one level. That's where I'm going to leave it in this video. And I'm not going to head into here because now this is where I don't have the skills to go any further. But I did pick up the difficulty scroll that I want, and that's the main thing. Although I'm not going to use it immediately, I'm going to head down here and clear some of these out just for the XP before I start heading back here and playing on higher difficulties. So anyway, thanks for that. This is a really long video, so I should just get the hell out of here. I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.